happening, people? Brand new series we're going to be bringing to you now. It's called Meet the Dons. A chance for you to meet all the players, get a little insight. All I want you to do is leave comments below on the players that you would like to meet and any questions that you want to ask them. So just leave your comments below, ask your questions, whatever you want to ask. We're going to kick off with none other than Ryan Palmer, the Gaffer. So I hope you enjoy it and look out for these every week. Big up.
In goal, Michael. Left back and right back, Tavis or Mitchell. Centre backs, Markel and someone else. Centre mid, me, Andrew. Left mid, Lamb. Right mid, drops right back. Up top, was it even Chance? Was Chance even there then? Chance and Duck? Honestly, I can't remember. I think I got a few. I think I got probably about 5 or 6 right, but other than that, I can't remember.
You missed Deps.
Liam
Lawler.
Oh!
Liam Finn.
Not Mannerwood. Not Mannerwood.
Yeah, Mannerwood. First ever. Lamb wasn't even there. No one's drops, no one's Chance.
Was that Mottenham?
Where the Arsenal kid? No, like somewhere in like Eltham sides.
Oh. My YouTube channel is Strictly Palms TV. What can be found on there is all of the exclusive behind the scenes footage of SE Dons, clips about my performance and how I can help young kids better their game, management stuff about summaries and reports on the matches and where we are in the league. So go and support that. My day-to-day living is a teacher. I also run a company alongside Andrew and Big G, which is Kick Up Sports, which is a coaching company which we deliver all sports, PE, soccer schools, the whole lot, half-term courses. So if you've got any children, you've got any kids, bring them along to our soccer schools. And yeah, day-to-day I'm a teacher. It's true, I featured on Don't Tell the Bride. It's probably gone down as one of the most historic Don't Tell the Brides because what I've done, I customised the dress myself. I've done the dress myself, so that was a massive flop. So go and watch that. It's Ryan and Maria, episode 3. I support Liverpool Football Club. I was brought up supporting Liverpool. I stay true to Liverpool. Hivetown, that is in the Bostik South, which was also known as the Ryman League South. That's a good question because there's a lot of Palmers in the team. Nathan Palmer is 100% not my brother. Yeah, let's clear that up right now. He's got nothing to do with me in the slightest. Down to hair, physique, nothing. Tyrone Palmer, even though he's a bit lighter than me, yeah, Tyrone is fully my brother. So Tyrone Palmer's my brother. Nathan Palmer has got nothing to do with me. Nathan Palmer's got to be up there, man, because he comes in multiple different brands all the time, never matching. Nathan Palmer's up there. Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Nathan Palmer. My key to recovering is nothing. I don't actually do anything to recover. It's just, I think where I've been playing football from young, probably 3-4 times a week, ever since school, college, uni, like everything. I've always been playing a lot of football, probably 4 to 5 times a week. So to be honest, I think my body does recover, but sometimes I am achy, sometimes it does hurt, but you know, with the Dons, it's a passion. And it's our club, it's my club, it's Don's club, so we just go through it. And when I get on that pitch, I don't even think about any aches, I don't think about any pains, we get on with it because we've got no choice. George, Big G. The biggest thing is the WhatsApp group. That group goes off. Literally, I come back from work, I've probably got 350 messages. And I'm gonna tell you who are the biggest culprits, yeah, in that WhatsApp group. Don is up there, number 1. Always kicking something off. Always stirring the pan. The next person it is, without them realising, is Nathan Palmer. He brings stuff in and he quietly goes out. So he might bring in and say, listen, I heard some people were moaning in the team saying they ain't getting enough minutes, and then eyes. and then you don't hear from him for about 5 minutes. Cameraman Mitch always putting some sort of stupidness in the group with his dog food, to his diets, whatever he's doing, he's always on some next stuff, man. Ramel, yeah? He might seem quiet, yeah, but listen, Ramel says these little liners, yeah, that get people buzzing. He's opinionated, and he will tell someone, listen, like, I kind of like the way that you're doing that, but then he'll be like, oh, do you know what I mean? So it's all bad, but listen, Don's up there. My best goal that I've ever scored is got to be the Rebel goal.
That looks up, he finds Ryan Palmer, he finds himself a little bit of space, can he shoot?
And that's most recently, but I'm thinking about 4 years. That is the best goal that I've ever scored. Literally just hit it, and the way that it smacked in off the crossbar, and the stage that it was at was brilliant. My most important goal was when we played a team called Russiders. We was losing. Was we losing 3-0?
No. I know exactly.
It is Rustlers.
You're thinking of the exact one I was thinking of.
Yeah, but is it Rustlers?
No, not Rustlers.
It's that
Wolves and Sport.
dickhead manager. Wolves and Sports.
That's the exact one I was thinking
about. Wolves and Sports.
We was
losing 3-2, and we had to claw it back because this team, when I say the manager was chatting crap, the whole team was chatting crap. I think it went to Don. He then passed it back to me, and I just slid it in. And we went mad. We went mad. We took off our tops. We didn't care. We slid in the mud. I think I ate a bit of mud. It was crazy. And I think from then, everyone started to think, do you know what? SC Dons is more than a football club. It's flipping. It's real life. It's what we live for every single day. Even though we was losing every single game, convincingly losing every single game, every Saturday night when me and Angie used to run through the team, do whatever, we woke up as winners. We're buzzing, we're hyper, we're going to win it. That was our mentality. And if that's our mentality from then, losing every single game, imagine what it is like now. So that's the reason why we are so raw and so strong now, because we've come from losing, we've come from the dirt, we've come from the bottom, still winning mentally. Even though physically and practically we're losing, we're still winning mentally. So it was mad, but listen, still half of the team from that day is still here. So you can tell the sort of journey we've had. So, and it's a real journey, and you're on it with us. It's had no impact at all, not at all. I knew I was brought in this world to have a child, to bring my legacy on and be responsible for something else. It's been a blessing in disguise. And you've seen her on Dons. Do you know what I mean? You've seen her. As I say, it's a journey. So I don't think it's had any effect on my football at all. I think it only makes me as a person, as a character, more stronger, more hungry. Pressure is not a word that comes into my mindset. I think the only pressure that I can create is from myself, not the external sources around me. A lot of the players in our team and the way that we play, we could compete in my Saturday team. But as we said, and we'll always say, and we'll hashtag it, we're a Sunday League club. But in terms of my team and my team at Hive, a lot of the players in Sunday League football in our team and the football that we play is quite similar. But obviously, in terms of fitness and keeping your body, obviously my team's a lot more consistent and the standard's a lot more consistent in terms of the quality all round. The best player that I've ever played with is a small Turkish boy called Erhan Otzuma. Absolute baller. Erhan Otzuma is the best player that I've ever played with, and still today now he's doing bits. It's got to be Zach Hansen, man. Quality player. His touches, his hold-up play, his decision-making is quality. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Me and Big G played for Nike Academy back in, well, I'm 26 now, when I was probably 19, and we played against Southampton, and it's on YouTube now, Nike Academy versus Southampton. I scored the only goal. We got battered 7-1. Oxlade-Chamberlain played the first half, he bagged 3 and came off. That deep. Yeah, I've had trials for 2 clubs. My first ever trial for a pro club was Wimbledon, and that's when I was playing for a team called Elton Progress. I was there for training on the AstroTurf for probably about 6 weeks, but then they send a letter out and they say to come back next term. I didn't get that letter. Another club, Millwall, when I was 17, I had a 6-week trial, that got extended, and I ended up staying with Millwall for probably about 6 months, but not getting signed, just training, playing matches. And then obviously we get brought into a room, they call players in, and I got told I was too small, my performances was just average, and that there was nothing that they said, wow. That knocked me back massively. I was heartbroken, because I wanted to be a professional player, I wanted to play professionally. So I've had trials for Wimbledon and Millwall, neither of them I didn't get into. My preferred position is either side of the wing. It can be right wing or it can be left wing. So I'm a strictly winger. So for the Dons, I do anything. I play anywhere. I like playing everywhere. But my preferred position is right wing or left wing. Expect knockbacks. Expect failure. Expect struggle. Expect hard work. But it's not going to be easy. You will get knocked down. No doubt about it, you will get knocked down, but you will get back up again. So I think it's about your mindset and your mentality. If you want it, you'll get it, 100%. But all you need to make sure is that you believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, everyone else is going to believe in you. My nationality is Black British, but my ethnic background for my dad is Jamaican, and my mum's got a little bit of Italian in me. My nan's full white. My mum's mixed race, my nan's full white. So that's a kind of interesting fact that you might not know, but I thought I'd stick that out there. Straight away I'm thinking of Neil. Neil is a massive asset to the club, and he's been like that for years. Great hold-up play, great attitude, and but the thing is, he's quiet. So you might not see him as much come to the screen or come to your attention, but his hold-up play, his contribution to link up with the play, and the way that he carries himself on the pitch is brilliant. I'd say Tyrone. Tyrone's been there for 4 years. He's been there from when we was losing week in, week out, and he's only improved as a player. He's still young. He's still only 19. He's got a lot to learn. And I think Don as a player, I think a lot of people, I said, do you know what's good about it now? That he's getting the highlights he needs now as a player, but he's grown massively. If you look from the first games to now what he's doing now, he looks comfortable on the pitch and he's grown every game. So I definitely think he's one of the players that are underrated, needs to be mentioned a lot more than he actually is. So Tyrone, Neil and Andrew are my top 3 underrated players. Listen, people do not understand what me and Drew, or me and Don, have been doing for these 4 years, the headaches that we've had. We have a big squad that's been the same for 4 years. The amount of conversations, the hours that we spend on the phone having headaches about players, man management, how this person's going to react. It's difficult. Managing is difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. Whether it's Sundays, Saturdays, it's difficult. It's near enough full time. Me and Andrew speaking on the phone, talking about players, formation, tactics, how we're going to work it. If we drop this player, how do we talk to them? How do we tell them? How does that impact the changing room if we drop this player, but people are thinking he shouldn't be dropped? So there's all things that we've got to think about. Not just who's the best starting 11, it's beyond that. It's who deserves the shirt. So if people are turning up late, or if people are not coming to games, they can't just bowl in next game and put their hand up and they think they can play next game. So I think to the stage that me and Andrew have got now is a good formula, and I think as a manager, you've also got to get respect to the changing room and the players. And I think if you're not doing that, then it can really, really cause like a rock in the change room, and you'll see it on the pitch. Come on. I will never ever sign for another club other than SC Dons. Fact. There's not enough words, or there's not enough minutes, or there's not enough hours in the day to say that, listen, you have what has made SC Dons SC Dons, yeah? Without you guys, without you supporting, without your feedback, we would be nothing. And I say this all the time, the supporters are the 12th man. You are the 12th Don. Just remember that every single one of you out there, yeah, are the reason why we are who we are today. Without you exposing us, or you highlighting us, or supporting us, or giving us the G-ups, or coming to our games, we wouldn't be anything. So you give us the extra strength, you give us the extra passion, and you know what, we hear everything on the pitch. So keep supporting, keep locking in, because you are the reason why we are here today doing what we do. and we do what dons do.